Listen, I thought that I'd show off these new hands in the kitchen now that I got a new glow. Well, hand, because I still need to get the other one going. But don't worry, because I'm going to give you a hand when it comes to putting a beautiful recipe together. And this is not just a recipe, and we're not just using a beautiful ingredient, but this is also a part of winter holidays and a part of a big nostalgia and memory of mine, especially when I grew up, man. Honestly, I would dodge a lot of schoolwork, I would dodge everything, but I wouldn't dodge this meal. It was that moment of like walking into the kitchen, smelling that sweet, spicy, something's cooking with love kind of a smell. It's something that is pure nostalgia for me. And today we're going to be making my ultimate holiday meal. It's a Babotie. Oh yeah, now it's straight from the heart and dripping in the good stuff. We've got Mrs. Ball's original chutney here to give us that sweetness and the good stuff. And I think it's all about, like I said, the nostalgia in this one. We're gonna get cooking and maybe sneak a spoon of chutney in while we're at it. And I want to ask Carissa to join me on this one here because fun must be had together with the ones you love and those close to you.
Delicious, and I appeared automatically.
How's your love for Babotie, by the way?
Do you know what? This is a relationship I'm mending. I don't love it.
What? I didn't see that coming.
I don't love it. I don't know. I don't know if it's a childhood
thing.
I think it's like the egg custard and then it's the raisins. But I did have something last year. We were cooking and I made me and my friends Babotie with Expresso.
Ooh.
Not bad.
Okay.
Not bad.
Okay.
Maybe you can convince me.
Yeah, maybe this is the turning point for you, Carissa.
Okay.
And I think for me, why I'm making this meal is because I can't actually remember the last time I had Babotie. My mom used to make all the sort of cultural, traditional foods, breedies, stews, curries, heiskoos, and it was something that I absolutely loved. But it was the norm.
Yes.
So I would almost like crave other things. And now that I don't have it anymore, I'm like, whoa, I miss it. I loved what I had, and I'm so grateful for it. So I'm trying to try and see if I can bring some of that culture into my own home now.
Nice.
And learn some of these meals. So let's do this. You wanna help me out with this one?
Of course.
We've already got some onions being sauteed over there in the pan.
And they look so good.
Yeah, what we'll do is while you add some of these spices in, what I can maybe assist with is the garlic.
Grating the garlic.
I'm gonna get that all like grilled up. And I learned from in the week that I need to put the garlic in because I was doing this over the pan and being like, okay, cool, done. And then all of it was chilling over here. So we live and we learn. And like I said, I'm someone that has not been making the traditional foods at home. And I'm really, really hoping that I can incorporate some tradition, some nostalgia into my own home. Now that we're starting to hopefully create a family as well. So I look forward to hopefully passing the baton on.
You must. It's your responsibility.
It is. You're absolutely right. So I've officially grated some garlic the right way.
Yes, please.
Pop that in there for you. And then we're going to talk about some more of the spices.
Yeah, I think I've got coriander and cumin in.
Coriander, cumin. We've got turmeric as well. We've got some curry, paprika in there. So all the spices that you generally would have in like a curry or a stewy type of a
cinnamon. Oh, some warming spices.
Look, it's the season, like we said. It's winter. We've got to warm us up. And warming up from the soul doesn't get better than with something like some good spices.
This is smelling incredible so far.
I know. The base is perfect. So what's next? We've still got a couple ingredients over here, which we're going to talk about in a bit. But I want to slowly start browning some of the meat here and also add this, which I'll talk about in a bit.
I don't know about that one.
Did you know what this is?
Wet bread.
Yeah, it's soaked bread, literally. So while you're adding that in, we're going to quickly start adding a couple of the ingredients. But if you guys saw a close-up on Chris's face,
you'd be
like, I don't want that bread either. Trust me, this is such a vital ingredient because if your mom ever made like homemade burgers, when like, Mom, I want some burgers, and then she makes frikadels.
You know what?
I
hear you on the frikadel.
Old bread, some of the crumbs or something in there. And I think that's what it's doing with the meat here. Giving the Babotie some body, giving it some soul. So this is what you would soak and then squeeze, and it would end up looking like this. So this is post-soaked bread. That's going in there. You can mix it all up. And before the meat gets too cooked, we're going to start adding some of the tenderizers in and some of the flavor and the sweetness to it as well. So we've got some vinegar here. We've spoken about how this kind of like is a real tenderizer.
Yeah, throw it in.
So we're going to mix that up in there. And thank you for managing the pot there. some tomato. This again is going to be, let me just grab a spoon here, make it a little bit easier for myself. This again is also going to tenderize. Yeah, that's tomato paste.
Okay.
Thank you for that.
Perfect.
Again, obviously you can get these ingredients and the recipe at expressoshow.com, but let us not forget how we bring the good sweetness in.
Oh, yes,
and
please.
we're using Mrs. Ball's original chutney for this one. Something that for me, I remember being used in this meal, both inside the meal, but also as a side, like as a dip or as something extra.
Delicious.
And I think with Mrs. Ball's, it's been bringing bold flavor to South African kitchens since 1912. And it's still a pantry staple over a century later. Now, it's made with real juicy peaches and apricots, and it's an iconic chutney, delivering authentic taste with every spoonful. Now, whether you're pairing it with grilled meat, stirring it into stews, or spreading it on a toasted cheese sandwich, I think it's perfect for any occasion. And for me, just to bring back memories, this is the one. I've been doing some meal prepping as well, and like flashing mince, no spice or anything in it. And I literally just defrost it. I add Mrs. Ball's to it, and it just is perfect.
Takes it to the next level.
Literally, and it's so convenient. And I'm literally not adding anything to it as well. Sorry, while we add it, let's just add some salt and pepper, our final bit of seasoning. And then the debatable one.
You know what? I kind of get it now that we've added the Mrs. Ball's. It's the idea about the bit of sweetness with the savory. So I'm not mad at the bursts of sweetness with the raisins.
So you're going on the raisins.
I'm coming to it,
So I know online there's debates going around about whether we add raisins into our dishes or not.
What would you do?
I love raisins in everything. I love them in rusks. I love them in food. I love them in salads. Rum and raisin chocolate
is your favorite.
One of my favorites for sure. Or like raisin and nut in a chocolate as well.
Yeah, fruit and nuts,
I'm definitely, like I mentioned this constantly, a sucker for texture. And I love incorporating texture like this and sweetness into this. And I think with that, you're going to get all of that. You've got the sweetness coming through from the chutney, a little bit of the sultanas there. And that's how hard this recipe really is. That's as much as the Babotie needs. And then all we're going to do is just bring it to the
custard tart.
Yeah, the custard tart, which is the stuff on the top. And this is like fun. It's really quick and simple. Oh, guys, I forgot the bay leaves.
That must go in there?
Yeah, that's got to go in there. So you can pop that in.
All of them?
Yeah, wait, maybe leave me like 2. Just because I'm going to use it as a garnish for later. All right, so simply popping the bay leaves in there. I'm going to talk about this here because it's really simple. I'm going to pop 2 eggs into this dish. We're going to scramble them up. I've got some turmeric that's also going to be added to it just to give a little bit of that body and a bit of that color. And then we got some milk. And you literally whisk this thing up and you pop it on top of the dish when it's done. So essentially, Carissa, once the mince over there is done, we'll pop it onto this dish over here.
Because this cooks in the oven anyway.
So yeah, let's do exactly that. Bring it a little bit closer so you can see that. And we can show off our Babotie. And while I whisk this up, you guys can be reminded to head over to expressoshow.com right now. Find all these steps. Find all these nostalgic ingredients that you are going to love that we are putting into this recipe right now. And I've never seen a Babotie come together faster than this.
Quickly.
Wow, I'm impressed.
Concentrating so hard.
Proud of us. And just like that, Carissa's just going to flatten that
One
off nicely. Yeah. We're gonna do this.
Yeah. We got it. We got it.
So, Carissa's flattening it up. Do you want to just pour the rest of that over? I'm going to talk to you, Mzansi, because come on, I'm so proud of what we've done. We're creating authentic memories, and you can too. This is the kind of meal that makes your next or your text to your mom halfway through cooking just say, guess what, Mom? It's in the oven and it's on, and you're going to love it. So this is it. Warm, nostalgia, and absolutely loaded with the flavors we all grew up with. And if you've got a recipe that maybe brings the same kind of comfort and flavor, fireworks, well, Mrs. Ball's is giving you the chance to win your share of 40,000 Rand. And here's how. Oh, I'm proud of us. Well done.
I got to do the bay leaf decor.
Oh, that looks good.
Bring flavor to the table with Mrs. Ball's this holiday season. Show us how you use Mrs. Ball's chutney in your holiday meals, and you could win a share of 40,000 Rand. It's easy. Just comment on the competition post with your dish on Facebook and X. On Instagram, share your creation to your feed and tag us both. Don't forget to use the hashtags Mrs. Ball's and bring your flavor to the table. So grab your favorite Mrs. Ball's chutney, get creative in the kitchen, and let's bring the flavor to the table.